Hey, it's Nekia and Nichelle. Welcome to the Just in Life podcast. I am excited about today's episode. We were just having a whole conversation, y'all. Yeah. That should have been the podcast, honestly.
A lot of truths came out that I was not ready for.
Very much so. Very much so. Listen, guys, we're talking TV today. I have the cast of Grand Crew, which is one of my favorite shows.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You said to everyone that comes in the show?
No, I promise you. Okay, so this is my boyfriend, full disclosure.
Okay.
We watched season 2 together, and like when I got the screeners season 1, and then when I got the screeners for season 2, we was like, let's go.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Go. Yes.
That.
So I have Nicole Byer here, and then I hope I'm not killing your last name, Kellum.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's very good. Yes.
Look at me doing it. That's good. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me today. First of all, I feel like a rookie because you are podcast queen over here.
I do have a lot of podcasts.
How do you do 5 podcasts, Nicole?
Listen, I'm tired all the time. I'm exhausted right now because American Airlines canceled my flight, and I got here at 6 a.m.
Oh my God.
That's one of our podcasts. American Airlines canceled my flight at 6 a.m.
I honestly might start a podcast about my hatred of American Airlines.
No, not another one.
Literally the worst. And I tweeted,
why do you keep flying them?
I don't keep flying them. I do not fly American.
Okay.
There is the only direct from LA to here, Chicago, is United or American, the devil or the devil.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or Southwest, where it's like, can I?
I'm not trying to fight
doing
nobody.
Can I say I like Southwest?
Why?
What?
I do.
But
They're
why?
always very friendly, and I have no problems with
It's a
them.
sky bus.
And then they don't charge me extra for bags. I don't know.
Delta doesn't charge me extra
doesn't
for
charge
bags.
extra at all.
Do you
If
have
you're
to be
Sky Miles?
Okay.
But Sky Miles is free. You just sign up.
You just
It's
sign
so
up.
easy.
I'm a diamond diva.
I feel like every time I'm on Southwest, someone's like, "You better get out of there! Did I kill you?" I'm like, "Okay, sorry."
No, wait. I just recently went to DC. And I had the best flight attendant. She kept everybody. I mean, we were in there like she was doing jokes.
Having a vibe.
It was a whole vibe. She
Okay.
was really something.
Maybe I'll get Southwest.
I do like the flight attendants there. I feel like they have a little bit more fun.
They're a little bit more friendly.
Yeah.
They're a little bit.
They have nothing to lose. It's a bus in the sky. They can be as funny as you want. You can work out your loose 15 minutes of stand-up.
Stop it. But I have to say this though, Echo. You're a Chicago native.
Yeah, born and raised. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what side are you from?
South side.
South side.
Yeah, represent.
Where on the south side?
Hyde Park,
Oh, okay.
Beverly area. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when did you make the move to Hollywood?
2009. I was like, first of all, right before the winter, I was like, okay, October, like I'm gonna make the move. You know, my friends and I had talked about it for years. We were actors out here. And then I just finally decided to do it. I stayed on a friend's. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Podcast.
I'm so far away. Sorry,
Thank you,
podcast
Nicole.
queen over
I
here.
like that too.
I don't have 5 podcasts, Nicole. Sorry.
This and when nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll get closer.
Thank you.
But yeah, I moved to LA in 2009, and it's been great. You know, I talked about it for many years, and when I finally got to do it, I lived with my friend Helena and her fiance, stayed on their couch.
Oh, wow.
For a little bit, and yeah.
For how long?
Yeah.
I stayed on their couch for probably 2 months.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say 2 years.
No, 2 months. And
Okay.
then I literally had to stay in my car for like a couple days before I got my next apartment, which I got a place on Craigslist. 4 other people. They were all Asian. So it's just me, this black guy, and like a Philippines, China, and Japan were all represented in the house.
Okay.
And we just had a good vibe, you know? So
What an awesome story. So when did you, I mean, I know the winter will make you want to go the hell away from Chicago. Trust me.
Polar vortex. Oof.
Oof, right?
It's
but you know, I always hear like people, in order to make it, we have to leave Chicago. And I hate that narrative. That's why I try to continue on with my production company here and do all the things here to try to dispel. But I'm starting to feel like I should get the hell on too.
I mean, Chicago is a wonderful city, and they have opportunity. I mean, all the shows that are all the Chicagos on NBC, and there's a lot of opportunities. But I think the thing is if you want to be in the entertainment industry, you have to go where the most jobs are, where you have a higher. I mean, there's more people out there, but honestly,
you have a better chance of being hired as a local hire than like being flown out. Because it's like if it's between you and someone who already lives there, they're probably going to go with the person who lives there.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I mean, I've had my buddy Lucas booked Raising Hope from Chicago, so it's not like it can't happen, but it's rare. You know, it's more rare to kind of get those opportunities.
Right. You know, here's something a fun fact: our birthdays are 2 days away. I'm on the 31st.
We share a birthday. Our
what?
birthdays are the same day.
Virgos?
Yeah, we're all Virgos. We're all August Virgos. Let's go. That's a podcast.
Right.
August Virgos. Welcome back to August Virgos.
Well, we talk about the fact that our birthdays are 2 days apart.
Right.
So when did you realize you were born on August 31st?
No, there's a certain vibe. And as soon as you guys walked into the door, I felt like it was just coming through. And I looked and I'm like, oh my God, his birthday is 2 days before mine.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. And then with you, Nicole, I just totally, so your nickname, I'm pretty sure is Nikki, right?
I don't really have a nickname.
No.
People call me Nicole.
Really?
I have a couple friends who call me Nikki, but for the most part, just Nicole.
Yeah, because that's my nickname, even though it's Nekia. I was like,
Nicole or Nikki?
I'm Nikki.
Nikki.
Yeah. But you know, like kind of like
water.
Ooh, water.
Flying in the water. We must sound dry. My voice is dry. Ooh, cold.
It's not.
Cheers. I felt like I was gonna bring some wine.
No.
No. Oh, because it's bad
bad
luck.
Bad luck. It's superstition.
Superstitious. Yes. Let's talk about season 2. Hey. So I was thinking, I was like, I'm pretty sure that they're sick of wine. Do you guys even drink wine?
Yes.
You do?
I'm not sick of
All
wine.
the time. I love wine.
Oh my
Do
God.
you? I was going to bring a bottle, but I was like...
Oh, we would have drank it.
At this early of the morning?
We just drank some.
We literally just had some.
We just came
on
from
another show.
Yeah. Did you have to become more like a wine
aficionado?
Yeah, aficionado.
Not me,
For this show?
Carl has
is
to say a
on
lot
that.
of wine.
Yeah.
Really?
Because that's like he's
his,
like this kind
his
of
trajectory.
Yeah.
Entails a little
He
bit
wants
more
to be
wine.
a sommelier.
A sommelier. Yeah, he
Sommelier,
basically does.
sommelier.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we all, the show is based off our actual friend group, so we've all
Really?
been diving into that.
Yeah.
wine
I was
vibe.
wondering
We go
that.
to this wine bar on the east side, and it was funny because like we started going and I'd be touring, so everyone would go like every week, and I'd pop in when I could. So like literally, I'd just be like, "All right, who's fucking who? What's going on? Who broke up with who? Okay." Then pop out for another couple weeks, and then pop back in and be like, "All right, update me." So yeah, like it's just based on us going to this bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like all of y'all.
This is
because
art imitating life.
it was so funny. My boyfriend's like, "Do you think that they're anything like their character?" And I'm like, maybe, but I couldn't see. I was trying to figure out if this is like, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
But that is so awesome because I feel like as adults, it's kind of hard to build friendships.
Yeah.
We're
it can
lucky.
be.
We all perform at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, which is an improv theater that was in New York and is now only in LA.
It's coming back to New York though.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's reopening in New York.
Okay.
So I made friends with the funniest people in New York and in LA. And I just feel very lucky that I had that. But I know people who don't perform don't have something like that.
Right.
And improv is a very special type of community because in improv, the whole point of improv is to make your scene partner look better.
Yeah.
So it kind of weeds out a lot of assholes because they're like, nah, I'm not trying to help anybody else. I want to look great. So it really, like a lot of my best friends are from the improv community.
Yeah.
I feel like I struck gold and leaned into improv.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I went to Chicago Improv and I took a couple of classes just to kind of, I'm hosting and doing all the things in front of the camera.
Hey, now.
You always have to be prepared and be able to improv.
Yeah. True.
And it was the most fun experience to go there and the yes and just building a scene. And when you're on the outside looking in, I'm like, when I first went to an improv show, I was like, what the hell is everyone laughing about? Why am I not in on this show?
Well, it's interesting because when I first started doing improv, there wasn't people who looked like me on the stage. It was a lot of white people, and I like them. They're nice. But some of their references, I was like, I don't get it. Like, I had never seen Star Wars, or I don't get comic books. So, like, the comic book references would, like, go over my head. But then, like, little by little, there was more Black people involved. And then, like, you and, like, meeting Phil. And it was just, like, it felt not better, but I was like, oh, these people speak my language.
Right.
And it's like, the shit they say is funnier to me.
Yeah.
Right.
More
Yeah, no,
accessible.
exactly.
Yes, more accessible.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Phil for a second.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys have like a really great relationship with him.
Yeah.
Love Phil.
I know.
He's
You
so
worked-
talented.
Did you work with him on Key and Peele?
I mean, I was on Key and Peele
Okay.
as like an actor on some episodes, but he was in the
Yeah, he
trenches
was-
with Colton
yeah.
Dunn.
That
and
was
all that,
his first writing job. So I've known Phil for almost like 15 years.
Really?
Maybe
Oh, wow.
not 20, 15 years probably.
Okay.
And I had moved out to LA and I knew he wrote some, but for the most part, I knew him as an actor and an improviser.
Mhm.
And then he was like, I'm moving to LA. I'm writing for Key and Peele. And we were all like, you write too? Because he also does music as well.
Yes.
He is
Super
so talented. And he's
Yes.
honestly like so
He was-
humble and
He
nice.
was like an advertising.
Yeah, he was an,
He's like
yeah.
exec.
He was an ad exec for like
Yeah.
up until he got Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Like a
Wow.
legit job, living in the Upper East Side in an apartment that we were all like, oh, we would
Wow.
like to
Yeah.
live here.
Right.
Yeah. And honestly, he's one of the most talented people.
He's great.
Everything he's like Midas. Like
Yeah.
everything he touches like gold.
Gold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and I've known him for about a decade too. Like, cause we're all at the same theater, and just to get to work with him and him
It's
to
great.
run the ship. It feels
So
lucky.
he's the one that, because I mean, even though it's based upon you guys' friend group, like who sat down and said, okay,
Phil's in the friend
Phil.
group.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
Phil started
Phil's the one who
Myself-
found the
yeah.
bar.
Yeah, Phil found the bar and brought us
and
all
brought
in. It
us
was like,
all
yo,
in.
this is
Yeah.
a vibe. You know, like we need to be
Yeah.
on the elevated level. So we're all at Carl Tart is
Yeah.
also in the group, and then like half of our
Yeah,
writing.
and then it was funny because Gracie, who plays Faye, had already been going to that bar, and then she was
Knew the
like,
owner
yeah,
and
she knew the
everything.
owner. It was just like meant to be.
Yeah,
It
and
really
Gracie was
was.
one of the first people I met when I moved to LA. So it was like the fact that it was just so many
Yeah.
connected.
Connected.
And then
tissues and
Aaron
whatnot.
Jennings, who plays Anthony, played my brother on a different show.
Mhm.
So I knew him going in and like texted him and was like, congrats.
Mhm.
Like it was just like it
Yeah.
just
it
And
just
then
yeah.
Justin's like Juilliard trained.
Juilliard
like,
trained. Truly, we're like
absolutely brilliant actor.
and
it's
Justin's
so
like
funny when-
these idiots.
Yeah, sure. All improvised idiots.
Yes.
He's like, I will. Hamlet.
Hamlet, thou.
Hamlet, thou. You know that old classic Shakespearean line.
I know that you guys have done other, productions and TV shows and things of that nature, but how has Grand Crew like impacted you in a different way?
I mean, first of all, it feels like lightning in a bottle to get to work with your actual friends
Yeah.
in this type of capacity. Like, it just feels so rare, especially for people of color. I don't think we get those opportunities all the time. So it's just phenomenal. It feels so cool because it doesn't even feel like work when we're working.
No,
we're just
it's
like
fun.
hanging out, having a good time. The whole crew is so great. The execs are really great.
I love our crew. We have our DP was a camera operator and then became the DP of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Our camera operators are from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Our line producers from Brooklyn. And they're all so professional and so nice and like generous. Some productions you work on, people hate being there. And they're like not nice. And like when you guess, you're like, yikes.
Oh boy,
But
little
like,
tension here.
I feel like our guest stars who come in feel like the love, and they like. We have one camera operator, Phil, who just will like, you'll say something or improvise something, you'll just hear, and you're like, Phil liked it.
Shout out Phil,
Yes.
Lauren, and Marcus. They're the best.
They're the best camera operators.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
Yeah.
I just love everybody. Like
Yeah.
the crew, like
It's
one of our.
so blessed.
One of our grips gave me a big light bulb because I was enamored with it. It's
Oh.
like this big, and I was like, "Boy, it's a big light bulb." And he's like, "Do you want it?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, do I ever?"
Yeah. We like kick it with like one of our dolly grips kicks it with us on a regular. Go to like the bars together.
Yeah.
It really feels like a
It's
family.
like-
I
Yeah.
mean, but you guys have you radiate. First of all, you're Virgos,
Hey,
so
now.
like, hey,
the
but-
best sign.
Yeah, the best sign. Don't play us now. But if I was on set, I would love to, you just bring the energy. I think all of you guys, and you bring something creative. And I saw that you were also working on music as well.
Yeah, I love
With
music.
Phil.
Yeah, with Phil.
And we're talking about Phil Augusta Jackson, who is the writer and creator of Grand Crew.
Yes.
So people are like, Phil who? Phil.
I know Chicago, like Phil Jackson. What?
Right. Michael Jordan. No, not that
No,
one.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So you're very creative as well.
Thank you.
Singing.
Yeah, music, writing, directing.
And it's been on the show too, right?
Yeah, some of our stuff has been on the show. I mean, honestly, my brother was a rapper out here in Chicago years and years ago. He was in this group called Ronnie, but he passed away in 2006, unfortunately. He was in this group called LEP, and they just signed like $1 million deal with Sony Records and all stuff like that. Damn. So I've kind of, music to me is like kind of an homage to him, just like want to keep up that, you know, artistic aspect that he really leaned into. I learned so much from him, so. Yeah. Really just my way of like paying it forward for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So season 2, your character, is he ever going to stop falling in love and making these like rash decisions?
No.
I know it is. It is. Have you ever been in a situation like that where you've just like put it all your logic out the window? And
have I ever been? That's my life constantly. I feel like I'm constantly in the pursuit of love. But I like to say I'm a hopeful romantic, not a hopeless romantic. Yeah. And I've definitely had to do more of the self-care work in the last few years and things like that. So
it's so good when you do that, though.
Yeah, facts. That's when you really allow things to come in.
You're
when you
more
work
vulnerable.
On yourself. Yep.
Yeah, you're more vulnerable, and you're 1,000% better than what you came in. What about you, Nicole? Your character, I know that she be getting the men's, but kind of, I don't want to give away season 2, but
we do find out who her secret boyfriend is.
Secret lovers. Have you ever had a secret lover? This voice is horrible. Please, guys, don't judge it.
I've never had a secret lover.
Not a sneaky link.
No,
come on,
the
Nicole.
minute I get a link, I tell everybody.
Come on, Nicole.
No, I tell everybody all my business all the time.
Do you? For real?
Nicole, you gotta be a little sneakier.
Right, I know, because I mean, Virgos were usually very like, keeping it to the chest.
I keep it tight to the chest.
I keep it to the chest.
Don't? I know
for the most part I do. I'll say some things, and some things I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
I like some of my secret things. I'm like, I'm not too proud of this. So I'm like, I ain't talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Get this low. That's for me.
Yeah, this is real. Yeah, sometimes I just I don't know, that vulnerability of telling people all my business.
And how I've made a living.
I'm very envious of that because I feel like I'm like, people can't know me. People can't know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
You keep some things to yourself, but like love life stuff. Oh boy, if somebody ever wants to fuck me, I'm happy to tell everybody. Very happy to spread the news. Very happy. Shout out from the rooftops.
Tonight, we're not gonna. We'll try to find you somebody.
Thank you.
Me too. Hello, I'm single out here too.
Okay,
hello.
No problem pulling them.
No problem. I know.
True.
First of all, towel. Come on.
Yes.
Good looking.
Yeah.
Successful. No,
hair is looking.
My
braids.
God.
Just kidding. I get it.
Tonight we are celebrating the season 2 release.
Yes.
Yeah. Season 2 premieres here.
What is it? Juice? Is it called Juice?
Juice 1340.
Yeah, we're gonna be
I'll be there tonight.
You gonna be there?
Yeah.
Pull up.
I'm coming through.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink too. Drink a little wine. Have a little good time.
Love that.
But we're celebrating the premiere of season 2, and I'm excited for you guys because I'm telling you, the first few episodes that I got to watch. I love my job. The first few episodes that I got to watch, we were cracking up. Honestly,
great.
This is usually our how we watch is Abbott, and then we'll watch Grand Crew, and then I was watching Bust Down. So it was
Bust Down so funny.
Isn't it so funny?
R.P. Jack Knight.
Yes, I know. Oh my God, it hurt my heart because I had just interviewed him a couple months prior, and I'm like, he seemed like everything was going.
That's the crazy thing. You never know what people are going through.
Yeah,
man.
You never do. Well, I hope you guys are good.
Imagine I was like, actually, I'm not.
Let's talk about it.
Maybe people need to say it more. Like, I'm not doing too good.
No, absolutely. But I wish you guys the best. I wish we had more time.
Oh,
maybe later.
Maybe later. We'll chat it up at the 1340.
Yes, and please
at 7 p.m. Come through.
1340.
Juice 1340. That's where they'll be tonight. But please don't let this be the last time that you're on this podcast.
Would love to come.
I would love to have you guys again.
So much.
Thank you.
Virgos represent.
Watch Grand Crew, please. Everybody, season 2 is on, and if you have not watched season 1, it is on Hulu. So go ahead and catch up.
It's on Peacock.
It's on
Well, I watch watch it on Hulu.
But NBC,
You can watch it on Hulu if you have the live television package.
Okay, live television.
And you can also watch it, I think, on Tubi if you have the Tubi,
or,
but you can or not Tubi. That is tablet.
Yeah. So let's promote Peacock.
Yes.
That's where you can catch up on season 1.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a lovely conversation. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Echo.
Thank you so much for having us. Am I close enough to the mic, Nicole? Does this work? I'm
closer.
on the mic. I'm eating the mic now.
You could be closer.
If
you can imagine, you could be closer.
All right. Thanks so much, guys, for listening to the Just in Life podcast. We'll catch you in the next episode.